Baby boomers often talk about how kids, referring to the millennial generation, are entitled, selfish, and just overall terrible. Don't laugh, I've heard it a dozen times. At the same time, the boomers somehow completely bypass the fact that most millennials were raised by their generation. And therein lies the crux of the matter. Millennials grew up in a different time and culture. Hi, I'm John Witt, and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the Orchestrating Killer Referral series that I finished up last week. Don't worry if you haven't seen it, all 6 episodes are still up on my blog at businesswit.com/blog. Now, I hear stories all the time about how it's hard to find talent and that the millennials don't understand the value of a dollar. And the reality is that in many cases, this is true because millennials didn't grow up in an era of economic struggle like boomers did. Millennials were born between 1981 and 1986. They're 25 to 39 years old, and they grew up in an era of prosperity. In just a few seconds, I'm going to share a strategy for motivating your internal millennial customers. And I'm going to share one giant mistake to avoid. Now stay tuned to the end for a special offer on how to take the next step in more effective millennial hiring and retention. This is the first video in the Money, Motivation, and Millennials series. I plug millennials in here because finding quality talent is a challenge for small business owners, and today's talent pool largely consists of millennials. In reality, the strategies I outline in this series, they'll work for every single generation. You can stay plugged into the series by subscribing to my YouTube channel so you can be notified every time a video drops. Or you can subscribe to my video blog, and each weekly video will be delivered to your email inbox on Sunday morning. The links are in the description above or below this video. Now, if you're a small business owner, you don't have the luxury of an HR department. You're hiring and developing and training everyone that comes on board. These are your internal customers. And most small business owners naturally focus on external customers. These are the customers that purchase your products and services. And you know that understanding your customer is vital to success. You should even go so far as to create a customer avatar, which is a detailed description of every customer aspect, including demographics and wants and needs and hopes and fears and dreams and driving forces, everything. Internal customers are your employees. And while they don't typically get the focus of an avatar, an external customer, they should. If you've got hopes and dreams of growing your business, know that scaling a small business is almost impossible without a team. Where would you be without employees? And today's talent pool for employees is dominated by millennials. If you're hiring, they're applying. Seek first to understand. You need to understand your millennial internal customer. If you look back at the 70s, the era I grew up in, you'll find bell bottoms and the rise of disco. But you'll also discover that it was an era of economic struggle, cultural change, and technological innovation. And economic struggle is the key here. When I was young, we didn't have a lot of money. As a young comic book reader, one day I asked the bank of mom for $1 so I could go buy the latest edition comic books. This was in 1967. I know it's eons ago. But she said, "No, I won't give you $1, but I'll teach you how to earn $1. Next thing up, I'm selling popcorn at the Little League field down the street for 4 cents a bag. I earned $1 a day and had all the comic books and candy bars I could want. Money was a big motivator for me. It is for the boomer generation. The big mistake, and this is really important to avoid in serving your internal millennial customer, is assuming that they are similarly motivated. Don't make this mistake. All it leads to is frustration. The 90s were different. I know this. I experienced it. I have 4 kids from this generation. Video game console wars ruled the day. Atari, Sega, PlayStation, they hit the market and dominated interest for everyone in the millennial generation. The internet became widely available. Rollerblades were created, and The Simpsons first aired on television. It was a time of peace and prosperity and the internet. The key word here is prosperity. My kids got everything at Christmas. They got a ride everywhere. They didn't want a job because they didn't really need money. Both my wife and I worked. Dual incomes were very common. It was a different culture for youth in the 90s, and money wasn't a big motivator. Knowing your customers is vital for success, and your internal customers are the key to scaling your business. Here's what you should do now. Create your ideal internal millennial customer avatar for better hiring and retention. Your avatar will help you recruit more effectively and help you to inspire, motivate, and retain your team. My gift to you is a copy of my avatar worksheet. Message me or send an email if you'd like a copy, and I'll send it right out. Before you leave, post a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this video and what you'd like to make sure I include in my next videos. Cheers to your success.